Hello everyone, this is Zibo and welcome to today's Who to Pull in this upcoming banner. So in today's video, we're going to run through the Clara banner as well as the other units, which are mainly Veronica, Mach 99 as well as Lucy. So before that, there's actually a mileage event going on, so it's actually quite valuable to attempt to pull for the units you want. So as you guys can see over here, if you hit the 20 summons, you get 10 mileage tickets. So I already claimed everything. So in total, let's say if you do 160 pulls for both weapons and heroes, you'll get an additional of 40 times 2, which is 80 mileage tickets. So it's pretty worth it if you are interested in any of these heroes. And without further ado, let us talk about the first hero for today, and we have Bound Chow Clara. So Bound Chow Clara is a range fire unit, and based on her stats line, you guys can see that she has a really high attack and a pretty low defense and HP stats. So she's a glass cannon, and I did a how would he video for her. I'll link up in the card above. So overall, she's a very high damage unit, and she doesn't offer much utility out of that, right? She does a lot of damage because her burnout increases her attack, her special ability increases her damage as well, and slightly increases her movement speed and defense. But in all honesty, I think she's just a above average hero. She's not really like a fantastic OP hero, but I think she could be stronger if she does get a minor tweak to how her weapon skill work. Because right now, my issue with her, once I use her for quite a while, is that her weapon skill is actually kind of hard to land, because the weapon skill speed is very clunky. It's very slow. And in terms of arena side, right, as a ranger, you kind of don't want to get too close to hit your enemy because you want to abuse your range advantage. But for Clara, you actually need to close in order to target your weapon skill and land it successfully. So that's something that's kind of counterintuitive. And I'm pretty sure she definitely can be played if you have shit ton of stats and you just right click your opponent down. But if you are not massive in terms of stat, I think she's not going to be really good in arena. So that's my take for Clara, and let us move on to the next unit, which is Chosen One Veronica. So Veronica right now, I'll say that she's more of an I'll say like a raid unit more than anything else. She does have a very fixed archetype, which is the Future Knight Veronica weapon skill regen speed team, and that team is not bad, but it's not really good in the current meta, especially when Earth is so prominent. So Veronica is kind of weak. Even though she's like the core of the team, she's not going to carry if she faces a Rue, a Kamel, or a Meru, right? So that's why that team is not really good there. And I think the second thing is like weapon skill regen speed in general just isn't a very powerful buff in the current phase of the game due to how hyper offensive the arena teams are. But nonetheless, Veronica's crit hit multiplier buff as well as her crit hit chance and attack buff from her chain skill will offer a massive boost to any raid team depending on how you use her. And I think if you just want her as a niche pick, right, she's really a support, like she's not really like a carry type of unit, so her stats overall is pretty average and kind of defensive. So I'll say that she's a balanced unit, right? Her party buff skill damage is okay, not the best for arena, but if you do want to run her in arena, you do have her team. It's just that that team is not very strong. So that's pretty much my take for Veronica. She's not really a must pull. In terms of the 4 units on today's list, will probably be on the lower end in my honest opinion, but she's still a good pull if you are a raid guy and you haven't gotten her yet. So let us move on to the next unit, which is Trickster Lucy. So Trickster Lucy, she recently got a change to her special ability Phantom Walk. So on hit, you can increase your movement speed as well as crit hit multiplier. So this buff is amazing on her, and she's seeing way more use in arena. And prior to arena, she's actually pretty decent in raid because she has crit hit multiplier as well in her chain skill, and she does quite a bit of damage because she has a pretty decent attack and she has a party buff of crit hit chance plus 40%. So in the water team holding a water staff, she sort of replaces Bianca for the crit hit chance role, and with her crit hit multiplier buffing capabilities, she's able to buff all the units such as Garum, such as Kamel within the team, and she's really good for raid itself. So like I mentioned earlier, all these 4 units on today's list, they're all really good for raid, right? So Lucy is no exception. I think Lucy is probably the best pull on this list simply because of two reasons. Number one, she's very versatile right now. You can use her in both arena as well as raid and a lot of other contents that requires you to have additional burst in terms of damage. So Lucy is good there. And secondly is because Earth is a major threat right now in terms of both Colo as well as arena. So Colo wise, Lucy isn't really that strong, but in terms of arena, Lucy is a good answer to a lot of the Earth units. So she will definitely offer you more fun in the arena. And in all honesty, I feel that she's a pretty decent unit right now. So moving forward, we have the next unit, which is Android Mach 99. So Android Mach 99 is still a really good unit in terms of a lot of different aspects, right? Her range damage output is amazing. She's a good Colosseum unit, she's a good raid unit, and she's still a good arena unit. So I think the reason why she's seeing way less use in arena is because of arena, which I mentioned many times. Because being the most prominent basic tank, the basic tank just counters all light units. So being a light range attacker, you rather use Camille compared to, you know, Mach 99, right? You rather use Camille, you rather use Clara. So that's why you're seeing way less use for Mach 99 in the arena. But make no mistake, if given the correct situation, if given the correct matchup, Mach 99 still stretch through many teams, and she's still a scary foe in terms of the arena game mode. And in terms of the raid side, she has the light range team, which is like super duper big. She deals a lot of damage, right? You have Eleanor, you have Gabriel, you have Mach 99, just +1, maybe Camille or Nari, and you're good to go, right? You have a super solid light raid team there. And in terms of Colosseum, I think she's still very prominent. The probability of her using her sniper mode just standing all the way at the backline makes her really safe, tucked behind all your tanks and stuff, and she'll just stay in the backline and shoot down all your enemies because her sniper form deals piercing damage. So in all honesty, other than Lucy, I think Mach 99 is probably the higher priority unit in the list, right? She's good in multiple game modes and she's still a really solid unit. But let's say if you're seeking for a more fun playstyle, Lucy is the better unit. If you're seeking for a more straightforward, I'm gonna shoot you and kill you kind of playstyle, then Mach 99 is probably the way to go. So I think these four units, they're all pretty good. They all have their niches and strengths, and all four of them are pretty decent in terms of raid. So just choose them based on your personal needs and whether or not you need them. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you very much everybody for tuning in, and I hope this video helps, you know, those newcomers or people who are new to the game answer which you need to go for. And do remember to like and subscribe in order to see more videos from this channel. I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye guys.